All right, so a while ago I made a video where I played this scene from Grapes of Wrath where they buy a loaf of bread using a silver dime. Now, this silver dime is 1943. The movie came out in 1940. It takes place in the 1930s during the Great Depression. And they buy a loaf of bread for a dime. So I went into a grocery store, Walmart, and looked at the price of a loaf of bread and determined that the melt value of a silver dime could indeed still buy a loaf of bread. So the value of silver has remained relatively the same. It still buys a loaf of bread, just like it did back in the 1930s, 1940s. But now gold and silver are at an all-time high. People are complaining about the price of gold being unaffordable. Like gold, I heard gold 1 ounce coins aren't selling. So is it that these fiat bills have gone down in value and gold and silver have remained the same? Or has the value of gold and silver actually gone up? So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to do that experiment again. Let me see what the melt value of a silver dime is. Okay, now let me see what the price of a loaf of bread is currently, and can silver dime still buy a loaf of bread? Has it gone up in value? Maybe you could buy 2 loaves of bread now. Or has this paper gone down in value? Well, I think it's obvious that the paper's gone down in value. But the real question is, has the value of gold and silver gone up or stayed the same? So let's see. So I think that the value has gone up a bit, but mostly it's the value of this paper going down. This paper has gone down, just like it just went down on the floor. Never mind, I'll leave that there. Okay, so yes, you can still buy a loaf of bread with a silver dime. In fact, you could probably buy a loaf, a little more than a loaf. Keep on stacking.
Seen any good etchings lately, Bill?
Well, this one ain't bad. A little kid comes late for school, and the teacher says,
Jesus.
Could you see your way clear to sell us a loaf of bread, ma'am?
This ain't a grocery store. We got bread to make sandwiches with.
I know, ma'am. Only it's for an old lady. No teeth. Got to soften it with water so she can chew it. And she's hungry.
Why don't you buy a sandwich? We got nice sandwiches.
Well, I sure would like to do that, ma'am. But the fact is, we ain't got but a dime for it. It's all figured out. I mean, for the trip.
You can't buy no loaf of bread for a dime. We only got 15-cent loaves.
Give 'em the bread.
We'll run out before the bread truck comes.
All right, then we run out.
This here's a 15-cent loaf.
Well, could you see your way to cutting off 10 cents worth?
Give 'em the loaf.
No, sir. We want to buy 10 cents worth, that's all.
Go on, it's yesterday's bread.
Go ahead. Bert says to take it.
Well, May sound funny being so tight, but we got 1,000 miles to go, and we don't know if we'll make it. Is them penny candies, ma'am?
Which ones?
There, them stripy ones.
Oh, them. Well, no. Them's 2 for a penny.
Give us 2 then, ma'am. Go on, take 'em, take 'em. Thank you, ma'am.
Them ain't 2 for a cent candy.
What's it to you?
Them's a nickel apiece candy.
We better get going. We're dropping time.
So long.
Hey, wait a minute. You got change coming.
What's it to you?
Bert. Look. Truck drivers.